29 of the Lonely Knitter podcast. My name is Laura and welcome to my knit night. Let me kick off by saying my dishwasher is running and I'm in the kitchen. It's professional as always in my house. Last week I paused my dishwasher because my husband had magically gained the power to press the start button on the dishwasher program, and I paused it. And the whole way through my video we got beep. So I'm not subjecting you guys to that this week, but you may hear a little bit of background noise from my dishwasher. If you do, I am so sorry. Maybe if this is something that really annoys you, maybe this isn't the week for you. Sorry. My washing machine is also going, but that's in the utility room, it's a little bit further away. Hopefully that won't add to it all. It is a case of either I record now or I don't record for a week, so I thought I'd go for it. And let me start, as always, by saying thank you so much. If you are tuning in, whether you be a new viewer or a returning viewer, I appreciate you guys so much. Every time someone leaves a comment, because I do go back and read the comments, I don't do it massively regularly. They don't show up on my device, and I think it might be because I don't have enough storage in my device to do an iOS update, so my apps aren't working to their full potential. I need to sort that out. I take too many videos. But I don't get notifications for comments well I do, but it's spotty, so it isn't that I have my settings set wrong. I need to go back on my laptop, go through and go back and reply to all of my lovely friends who have commented. But every time you give me a thumbs up or a subscribe, you do not know how much that means to me. Seriously. If you subscribe, when I get a little subscription notification, I'm just like, new friends. So thank you so much. You make me feel a little less alone. So today is Sunday, the 12th of May. I will be posting on a Monday as always, but I record on a Sunday night once my 2-year-old is in bed. And I live in Lowestoft, the most easterly point of England in the UK, with my husband and our 2-year-old daughter and our cat, Nemo. She will be not making an appearance today because I could not tempt her in here. She was not interested in sitting with me. She wants to pester Chris while he tries to play FIFA. But she's going to be like up and in his area. Anyway, a little bit of admin before we begin. So right now we have got a knit-along going on. It is the Strand into Summer Cal with which I'm hosting with Geordie Knits, Katie of the Geordie Knits podcast. She is fabulous. Go check her out. It's mainly active on the Facebook group, which is Knit Along with Geordie Knits and the Lonely Knitter over on Facebook, but you can use the hashtag Strand into Summer, Strand into Summer Cal, Strand into Summer 2019. I've seen a couple of people have changed it a little. We'll look at all of them. And in our Ravelry groups, I will at some point, I know I say this every single week, I will at some point get around to setting up a thread in the Lonely Knitter podcast Ravelry group for finished objects. You've got ages to go. It was started on the 1st of April for a full 3 months, so you have a while, and it is a stranded colourwork knit-along. So that is a colourwork pattern, can be anything, colourwork design, colourwork project, can be anything, but you must use at least more than one colour in a row. Like, it can't be the slip stitch, mosaic or anything like that. You have to be knitting with more than one colour in a row. Yeah, I think that's everything with that. On to the elephant in the room. There is a jumper on my body. It is a hand knit jumper. I did not knit it. So, put my knitting down. This is the Boxy by Joji Locatelli. It was actually on my Make 9 for this year, and I'm not going to lie, it was probably one of the first for me to think, I'm not sure if I'm going to get round to that. Well, I didn't have to get round to it because I ended up with one anyway. I didn't have to knit, and it's so beautiful. Here's the story. So I watched the Skeinanigans podcast. That is Melissa, creator of the Northeasterly blanket. She has now released other patterns. She's trialling a pay what you can, or pay when you can scheme on Ravelry for some of her patterns. She knit this jumper. Yeah, my tendency, like that Melissa. So I watched her podcast, and she had been given a sweater or jumper by someone else, I think it was Slow Fashion Rebel, and wanted to then pass on one in her wardrobe that wasn't getting a lot of love, with the idea that the person she passed it on to would then pass something on themselves. Well, I watched that podcast and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. That is a beautiful sweater. You know, anyone's going to be absolutely really lucky to have it. It's gorgeous. I don't have anything to pass on. I am not a massive, I mean, I want to be, but I'm not a massive garment knitter in terms of the items I've finished. I've probably only knit for myself, because I knit a lot of other people's garments, and I not knit a lot of children's garments. But for myself, I probably only have 4 hand-knit sweaters. And some of them are incredibly ancient, and I would never give them to someone else. It's a bit hideous. But I don't have, so I said I don't have anything to pass on, but you know, brilliant idea. And she got in touch with me to say that no one had claimed it, and if I would like to give it a home, then I would be welcome to it. And you know, with the idea that hopefully, I mean, I've got 4 garments for myself on the needles right now. If any one of those doesn't fit right to me, or doesn't look right on me, or I'm not totally in love with it, that's going to be going up for grabs. Or if I don't, I might pick one of my shawls, because I'm knitting a few shawls this year. So something this year I will be planning to sort of pay it forward with a, I think she had a hashtag, Adopt My Make 2019 on her post. So yeah, this is her sweater. So she got around to sending it to me, and I got it this week in the post and immediately jammed it on my body. Ellie loves it. She keeps coming to go, pretty jumper, and like stroking it. It's so nice. I have got the details which she had put post up. So it's the boxy pattern by Hohi Locatelli, and it's knit from Miss Babs yarns. I have never touched Miss Babs before, so this is pretty lovely. And yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous and absolutely perfect. There is, you know, when someone's knitting is just really, really neat. Melissa, your knitting is really, really neat. I love it. I've been living in it the last few days. I think I might be a bit bigger than Melissa. I am at the moment probably, like depending on what shop, because some shops are massively different in size. Like a 20, UK 20 to 22. I don't know what that is in American. I think in American sizing, like a size 6 is a couple of sizes down from like UK. So it could be more like a 24, 26. Oh, I'm quite big at the moment. But because the boxy is a boxy sweater, it actually is alright. It does probably, I mean, it doesn't quite come up cropped, I would say. It's not a long sweater on me, but I wouldn't say quite cropped. It's like where my hits where my jeans are, so I'm really comfortable in it. I really, really like it. I can see it getting a lot of wear, and whilst I might be quite a big girl, my arms, I don't think are, I mean, I have actually measured my arms, and they weren't to scale with the regular size 20 body. So I do have bingo wings, definitely, but the bingo wings are in this piece before it gets fitted, and carry a lot of weight on my chest, and then a massive amount of weight on my stomach, and then my thighs, like the tops of my legs. So, I mean, I haven't got small calves either, but you know, the majority of it is up here and in the middle of my body, which actually isn't good for diabetes. Because if you're big and you carry your weight here, you're at higher risk. I don't need any comments on my health or anything like that. I don't need outside opinions. I work in a healthcare environment, and have the knowledge. That's not, I'm good. But yeah, just so that this type of pattern, because it has so much positive ease in the body, and then in this bit here still to here, is totally perfectly comfy on me, and then here just feels like a really nice snug fit to the point where it's not going anywhere, it's not flapping about, and I just love the length of these sleeves because it just means that I can knit and do whatever, and I love to have 3/4 length or anything that has this part of my arms just not getting in the way. I love it. So yeah, did get a little bit emotional because I was sat in it and I was just looking at it and I was thinking, this is a finger and weight jumper. I am wearing a finger and weight jumper knit by Melissa. Like, for someone else to knit a jumper and then give that away, that's huge. I mean, the hours of stitches that have gone into this jumper, I've got someone's hours and hours of time, and I think that's brilliant. And you know, like, I give a lot of gifts, especially to like family and friends, knitted gifts, and I don't ever receive them. You know, the people that I've known who knit or crochet don't tend to ever give me anything because they're like, oh, you can make it yourself. I actually think that the people that knit or crochet themselves are the ones who can be the best people to have a knit or crochet gift, because they are the ones that know the amount of effort and time that go into this project. So yeah, I'm very humbled to have received a sweater knit by someone else. Massive amount of man hours and love and time, and I mean, I personally knit, I knit to stay sane. That isn't a funny joke. I do knit for my mental health quite a lot of the time, and you know, to try and sort of focus and calm and have something to process on. And so for me, every stitch that I knit has emotion and a lot of thought go into it, and I am blabbering a lot here, but what I just want to say is, Melissa, thank you so much. I feel absolutely honoured, and I will treasure it and I will care for it. Thank you. On to regular content. There are no FOs in this house, and I feel like every week I make plans for what I'm going to knit the next week, and do I do them? Do I heck? It just doesn't happen. Can't even explain it. I feel like actually, if I say I'm going to do something, it then curses it and I don't do it. So last week I think I said I was going to use one of my skeins that I got in the Solidarity Swap, and I was going to cast on a project for Ellie, and it's going to be my Solidarity Swap make-along. I am hoping to do that this week. I want to take part in the make-along. I just need to get off my bum and do it. So, no foes. Nothing that I said I was going to plan to start last week, nothing started. Instead, I do have 2 rips. I was quite dedicated this week, because usually, especially on a week when I haven't had a cast on, because my brain is like, I would usually have cast on a million things, or I would have worked on a million different whips just to keep everything fresh and going. Nope, not this week. So this week I started with knitting on the runway socks, which I showed you guys last week. They are a new design of mine, and they use my cluster stitch, which I recently put a tutorial up for, and they are in amazing, amazing yarn from Family Tree Yarns. Jane of Family Tree Yarns is a genius. Go and check her out. And all I did was work a little bit down the foot. So I am marching on towards the toe. I have giant size 7 clompers, so socks take a while. Just, you know, if the foot is the long bit, I have a big foot, big flat feet. That is living in my Mrs. Brown's bag. This is my only Mrs. Brown's bag. I'm not gonna lie, customs beats you down, man. If I didn't have the customs, if I knew I was gonna get customs, I would definitely like one of the totes. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, but can't do it, can't do it. Anyway, my next wishful thinking. My next whip is my Tanya, which is a Caitlin Hunter Board and Knitworks pattern, and actually I have made some progress on this. I worked on this like a crazy person, and I finished the back. So that's the book, and now I'm working on the front. I've picked the stitches back up and I'm halfway through a row because, you know, it's life. and I am working up the front. I knit the large, definitely put some weight on since I cast this on, but I also was thinking, you know what, I need it to be out of 3 skeins, the large size would be out of 3 skeins, and so that's good enough for me. I am thinking that I will not have a massive amount of positive ease, but it will still go around me, so I will be able to wear it. You never know, this might end up being my pay it forward. But I also think my body has, because I would have had quite a bit of spray on, my body might be a little longer. I don't know. Obviously this is a cropped sweater. This is a lace panel, so this is going to block out quite a bit more. And so I'm quite wide, so that will stretch out that way. But once that's blocked out, that is going to come down to about the same length as the boxy. So which is what I want. I don't want anything that is right here. So I don't know what that's about. So I think it'll be fine. I'm actually really enjoying it, I'm not gonna lie. I will definitely wear it whatever, even if I put it over a dress. And the fact that it doesn't have big long sleeves once this is done, I can actually, I'll put a progress keeper in. Haha, look, organised for once. This is a progress keeper that was gifted to me from the fabulous Sharon, SCR1TNO, and I think it is a So Sweet Violet progress keeper. So that's where I was last week, so I've knit all of this back and then done all the short row jobbies up here, and then I've picked up these stitches and just started working on front, so that hasn't had an awful lot of work yet. So I have decided over the course this week, I just really wanted to get some movement on one of my garments because they are all so far away from being finished, and this is probably the closest one to being finished. So I decided to crack on with it, and I'm going to work on it until the 15th. It's already the 12th, I only have 3 days left. I don't think I'm going to finish it because I am working 2 of those days, and obviously I have a toddler during the day as well. But you know, just to gain as much headway as I can, and then I'm going to cast on the Bensham, which is a summer top by Katie, Geordie Knits podcast. She is currently having it out with testers. I have yarn from Mia of Brambles&Me. That's the original, the sample is knit from Brambles&Me yarn, and I am knitting a small size for Mia to have as a show sample. So it's not going to be a massive, you know, I'm not going to have tons and tons of yarn to pour into it because it's a smaller size. It's not for me at all, you know, and I think I'm going to maybe speak to Mia and see what size she actually is, so that maybe she can wear it after she's done with it as a sample, if she wants to. If you want to, Mia, it's, you know, no pressure. It's your thing. But yes, I'm making a smaller size of that, so hopefully it's not, you know, it's going to power through. I'm going to power through. Yeah, so that's the tenure, and it is getting worked on, but only for a few more days. Stash enhancement. I've been really good until Friday. Got paid on Friday. No, Thursday. I had some money left over on Thursday, and I knew I was getting paid on Friday. I did do a little cheeky purchase from So Beautiful By Nicola. She makes project bags, and she had a really, really gorgeous one. And it was only £10. Her bags are absolute bargains, and so I'm waiting for that. So I have bought something, but it isn't here yet, so I'll show you that next week. And then that is it. Other than that, I have spent no money. Yeah, so I've been really good. I've not gone near my local yarn shop. Like, I have actually driven past it, but I have not stopped and gone in, which is very good for me. I really, really, really have to focus on saving a bit of money at the moment, and I've got things to pay for, and then I'm going to Warmonty next month, and then Perth in September. So I am focusing on saving for the shows, because I want to have a lot of fun while I'm there, and I want to be able to spend without having to worry too much. And I'm going to meet at these shows people that I haven't met before in person, but have spoken to online, have sometimes bought their stuff online, and I'm just really excited to actually meet them in person, and I went to support their businesses while I'm there. So yeah, however, I did have a package come in the post this week. So I worked on Saturday and got home. Oh, I went out after work with my mum for afternoon tea, and then I got home after that. It was quite late because I work until 3:30. I start at 7 AM on a Saturday, work until 3:30, and then went out to afternoon tea. Didn't get home until like 6:30, 7. And then once bedtime had been done with Elle, and I was sat there quite late in the evening and said, there's a parcel on the windowsill, because from my sofa you can see the little window that is by the front door. There's a parcel on the windowsill. What's that? And he went, oh, you got a parcel. You didn't tell me the minute I walked in the door that there was a yarny parcel. I was flabbergasted. It was a lovely parcel from the fabulous Sam. She is the owner of the Yarntopia Shop, so I will put all the details below like I do every week. So she had sent me a little something as a giveaway, or prize for the Strand into Summer, or at least that's what it's going towards, the Strand into Summer, this one. So it came in one of these lovely organza bags, and it is a beautiful skein, oh this is so nice, of opal in one of their butterfly colourways. How nice is that? There is also a sock pattern in here. Pretty big deal. Yeah, a sock pattern, and oh my gosh, this is like one of my favourite bits. A little bag with some all different colours. The like safety pin stitch markers, the bulb stitch markers. So this is one of the prizes. So I have this prize so far, and I have an amazing bag from Joe, who has set up her Etsy shop and will be launching it in the summer. She has promised. So I have 2 prizes so far. I know that Katie has some prizes as well. And if there is anyone out there who would like to donate a prize, either to the Strand into Summer Knit Along or just to the podcast in general, I'm on, I think, 430 subscribers. If we get to 500, I will be doing a giveaway. So I am incredibly grateful for all the friends I have made. So if there is anyone out there who would like to donate a prize, I would be incredibly grateful. I do not earn any money from my podcasts or things like that. I do earn money from my patterns. I have some patterns up for sale on Ravelry, but not enough to live on. Like not enough to really substitute, not enough to buy yarn and post it out to people on a regular basis. So whenever I get a chance to do it, if there's anyone out there with a product they would like me to share or talk about, or just want to be an absolute gem, I would always be open to that. There will still be giveaways if people don't do that, because I will find some money. I'll put some money aside when I get paid, and I will do a giveaway, so it's not a problem. But if there's anyone out there who would like to, I am incredibly grateful. Thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe, as well. And thank you so much to everyone who has given in the past, because I have had a few absolutely gorgeous, lovely prizes, and I am incredibly grateful for every single one of you. Okay, so, and Sam also gave me her cowl pattern for me, and she has her patterns up on Ravelry now, I'm sure she said. But if you go and check her out on Instagram as Yarntopia Teasdale, I think. Again, information below. But yeah, go and check her out on Instagram. She's absolutely lovely, and she has a fabulous yarn shop, like online yarn shop, so do it. On to podcasts I've been watching this week, because not a lot's been going on this week. I'm really not feeling very well. I haven't got a lot of content for the week, and I'm okay with that tonight. Here's my list. So I have watched podcasts this week. I know, like, a few weeks on, and I've been a bit naff. I watched like 5 series of Games of Thrones one week, and then 3 series of Sleepy Hollow the next, and it's all been Netflix, Sky Go, Prime Video, like 24/7 in my brain. But this week I went back to my amazing world of the knitting podcasts and all my gorgeous friends that I have made on there. And this week I watched Geordie Knits. Always watch Katie because she is my knitting bestie, and yeah, she's fabulous. She's always fabulous. She posts on a Monday, same as me, so go and check her out. I watched the Hairy Sheep podcast. I actually was a little bit behind on the Sherry Heap. Sorry, Emma and Rosie. The Hairy Sheep podcast, but I'm all caught up now, and they are fabulous. I am in the process of catching up with Ramblin Needles. That is the amazing Morgan. Definitely go and watch her. Only because the only reason that I stopped halfway through one was because my little girl woke up the other day, and I was like, oh, I didn't want to miss any of it, because there's quite a lot that I have going on in the background while I'm cleaning or doing things. But then there's a few, like I call them my girls. They don't know me, these people, like, you know what I mean, like I don't know you in person, but like Katie, Emma and Rosie, Morgan, and a few others as well. They're people that I wouldn't want to miss anything that they said, so I can't do that. I can't watch them while I'm doing other things or toddler wrangling. So I'm still catching up with Morgan. Knitting Expat, I watched her holiday vlogs. Oh, it just made me want to go on holiday. We have no money for a holiday at the moment. Maybe next year or the year after. Fingers crossed. I really want to go to Florida again, but you know, it's big money. But yeah, like I didn't realise, maybe because my geography is horrendous, how close Bruges is. Because so Mina and her lovely little family went to a bunch of places around Europe on a little road trip holiday. And we went to Bruges last year. I took Chris for his 30th, and we went on the Eurostar because it's easy. It was like a 2-hour drive from our house, less than 2 hours drive to get to Ebbsfleet to go on the Eurostar and go to Brussels and then get a train to Bruges. And it was super simple, no car to park, nothing to worry about. Stayed in a hotel. But do you know, staying in a hotel with a toddler is actually quite a pain when they don't want to go to sleep because they're looking at their parents and being like, she's looking at me and Chris and being like, why should I? You in? And then you lay down with your toddler in the dark and you're like, come on, look, we're all going to sleep. And the next thing you know, you fell asleep at 7 and you're up at 3. She's happily sleeping, getting her full 12 hours, and you'll be sat there and you're going to be knackered the next day. So yeah, they stayed in their Airbnb, Mina and her family, and I was like, I wonder how far a drive that actually is. And then when I looked, I was like, it's about 3 and a bit hours to Folkestone from here. You could get the Eurotunnel, and then it's only an hour and a half the other side from Calais. An hour and a half, that's nothing. So might possibly be on the cards. Might do it. Not this year though. Maybe next year. Depending on what the toddler is like, because you know, she changes every day. She's quite good in the car at the moment, to be fair to her. Yeah, like because I was thinking it would take less time, and this seems crazy to me, but it would take less time for us to get in the car and go to Bruges than it would for us to get in the car and drive to Perth in September. It's crazy. Okay, I have also watched, I've been catching up with, this is another one I haven't finished catching up with, The Bakery Bears. I used to watch The Bakery Bears like religiously. Haven't for a month or two. So I've got quite a few episodes to catch up on, but it's just because sometimes they're 2 hours long, or you know, an hour and whatever, and I just don't get through them very quickly. So I'm catching up. I'm getting there. They are brilliant. Grocery Girls had an episode out. I love the Grocery Girls so much. They just have, both of them, Jodie and Tracy, have the most epic senses of humour. Everyone knows that. They look big. Everyone knows who they are. Sharon, SCL1TNO. I haven't watched this week's episode. It came out today. They always come out on Sunday. Some weeks I get a chance to watch them before the podcast. Some weeks I don't. I don't think I did last week, so I think I watched her this week. and then I have one to watch now. Sharon's gone on holiday, still putting her podcasts up. She is dedicated, and I'm glad. She is my yarn mum. I need my weekly shout and fix, so it's a good thing. And the Stranded podcast. Amy is one that I do have on in the background, like when I'm toddler wrangling or washing up or just baby stuff. So I don't always catch what is going on the screen, because sometimes I'm just listening and I'm not looking. I do try to watch. Yeah, I'd rather listen to a few more, but maybe not see everything that's going on the screen, than not watch them at all. So, and I watch tons of others, but those are just the ones that I have watched and can remember this week. If you have a podcast, or you know of a podcast that you think is absolutely amazing and I don't watch it and haven't talked about it before, I am going to get round to, I have a tab in my Instagram highlights that's for podcasts, but I just haven't gone around and actually put them all in. So I am going to do that. But yeah, if you've got one you want to recommend, please tell me, because I'm always up for a new podcast. So I think that's everything. And I was just going to do one thing at the end today, because I have seen a few people online asking for recommendations of shops for bag makers recently. And I have a few shops that are like my go-to shops to always sort of look at and see what's going on with. And I thought I would quickly share them, as I don't really have a massively long podcast today. So I actually could have been a whole bunch more organised and brought some of the bags here so that I can show you, but I didn't. So the ones that I buy from quite regularly and absolutely love, or have bought from in the past, and maybe I haven't bought some most recently, but I haven't been buying tons of bags recently. I go through stages of stocking up on bags. So one of my all-time favourites is Duckpool Lane. That is the fabulous Leslie. Her bags are immaculately made. They come in different sizes. She has all of her information as to the sizes on them. Her listings are very clear. She shows multiple pictures, really good pictures. She sells on Etsy, obviously links below if you want them. And she also has a great fabric choice. Like, I've got a Harry Potter bag. I've actually got two Harry Potter bags. One is like a bookcase Harry Potter inspired bag, and one is an actual Marauders map bag. And she also does florals, and at the moment, right now, because I haven't got a ton of money right now, I'm looking at them all, but I can't buy them. If you want a Liberty print floral bag, like, these are UK sellers that I'm using here because I get stung by customs and I like, quick posted. But she has some amazing Liberty, like, if I had money right now, Liberty print, like, medium sized floral bags, and they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So if I had money right now, I would be buying one of those. Another bag maker that I absolutely love is Gilly Makes. Go check out Gilly Makes. Her bags are gorgeous, and I actually looked earlier and I don't think she has many. I think she's only got 2 in her shop right now, but she really likes peanuts, like Snoopy, and I have 2 of her Snoopy bags. And also my Tanya, I didn't show this earlier, is living in this bag. This is my badge bag. I had a crisis this week. My Harry Potter big badge that I got from Harry Potter Studios in London came off. But it came off and I noticed, so I just grabbed it and put it in the bag, and obviously the backing is still in the bag. I need to get some of those locking pin backs, because otherwise I think I'm a bit too precious to take this anywhere, because some of them are pin badges and they're fine, but quite a lot of them are those ones with the push it through and put the backing on, and I don't want to lose them. Like my sock petition bag and my Sue Stratford bag. Badge. Frogs in Africa, Waltham Abbey Wool Show, Yarntopia, and then I have some of my Disney, some of my more special Disney badges as well. So, Gilly, her bags are lovely. She's only got a couple in there right now. But the other thing is, if you have a dog, she makes dog collars, makes other bits, but yeah, she makes dog collars. There's a few of them in her shop right now, and they're really pretty. I didn't make notes on this. So I also love So Beautiful by Nicola. I have a couple of her bags, and that's the one I ordered this week, so hopefully we'll have to show you next week. She quite often has really big bags. The bag that I have bought is going to be, I might use it for a garment because it'll be new and I will want to put something in it straight away. But then it will be moved over to being a blanket bag because it's a nice size, I think. Pretty sure it's going to be a blanket bag. Haven't decided 100%. And another one is Jibbyroo Sews. I actually have this bag here. This is one that's my washcloth bag that I just haven't been grabbing out for a little while. It's my funfair one. And one of the real plus sides, what's going on with words? This week is, it's all blah 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 blah, is the price. I mean, I will pay varying prices for bags. I have made bags myself. I see the worth, I see the hours, but sometimes I don't have a lot of money to spend, and sometimes when I have a tenner, 12 quid left over at the end of the month and I want to treat myself, you know, So Beautiful by Nicola and Jibbyroo Sews especially usually have something that I can get for that money. And Jibbyroo Sews just had an update like tonight or last night, so they have loads on their Etsy shop at the moment as well. It doesn't mean I won't spend more. I like regularly have spent much more on project bags, and I think they are worth it completely. It's just it's horses for courses, isn't it? It's like whatever you can do at the time. So quick update of the week. Monday I worked late, Tuesday I worked today. No overtime this week. Wednesday we stayed in the house mainly. It was horrible weather and did some indoor things. Thursday was swimming lesson. It was brilliant. I was so proud of her. She did so well. She was a little bit fussy at one point, but really, really good this week. Friday, again, stayed in the house. No, we went and fed the squirrels and the ducks, and I got her McDonald's for lunch. She loved it. You know, no shame. And Saturday I worked 7 until 3:30, and then went out for an afternoon tea with my mum, which was nice. And then after that came back and just crashed out. And then today is Sunday, and we went to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary this morning. The Caldecott one is quite close to us. And then went and saw my parents, and then my grandparents. And it's really amazing how Ellie's developing, because you know, you'd tell her to say something like, say, oh, say have a nice day, and she'll say it, and I think she knows a bit what it means. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what she knows, but you know, she's pretty good at understanding those things, and she follows instruction really well, and she often quite, you know, says things now when Chris leaves the house in the morning. She'll say, have a good day, and I'm like, does she know what that means, or does she just say it because I say it? Well, we've been chatting with my grandparents, and they're going on holiday soon, and when they go, they're not gone for a very long time. When they go, I'm not sure we're going to see them again before they go, and we were just talking about their holiday, and didn't actually say much at all. And then we were leaving, and she said, bye-bye, have a lovely holiday. And me and Chris were both just like, and it totally floored us, because she obviously does get it. And yeah, I'm constantly, you know, she was 2 in January, and I'm just constantly some of the things she says and does. About last week I said I was feeling rough. We're still all getting, I feel like one lurgy leaves the house and another comes in, so like, they haven't been the best, like everyone's had a bit of a cold, like it's just, I just want to feel healthy. I want us all to feel healthy for a few days. But there we go. It's life for a toddler. It's life working in a pharmacy as well, to be honest. Everyone brings their horribleness in and shares it with everyone else. This week coming up is a pretty normal week. I'm working a late shift on Monday and then a day on the Tuesday. The next week is my 2 legs. But I am doing overtime at the weekend. It isn't my weekend to work. But somehow I thought it was a good idea to agree to work 2:30 till 10:30, so like an afternoon evening shift on Saturday. and I'm missing the Eurovision Song Contest. We go to a party at our friend's house. It's a bit naff party. He knows it's naff, he knows. Where we go and like do drinking games to the Eurovision Song Contest. Everyone gets country and it's all points based. And I haven't joined in with the drinking games since Ellie was born. Also, I don't really drink that much, I'm not that bothered. And this year I'm working. So, and it's also very child friendly. And when I say drinking games, they have a sip of their drink. It's not a big, this is our kids' guide parents, you know, it's not a riotous party, it's a few people sat on the sofa watching Eurovision. So yeah, that sucks, not really looking forward to that, but you know, overtime is overtime. And then that's about it. I'll be back recording next week. I thought, you know, should I not podcast this week, because I hadn't got a lot to talk about, and I have felt like awfulness all week and not really wanted to do anything, had no motivation, just felt really rubbish. I don't need any help, I'm good. I had some absolutely lovely messages, and thank you so much for everyone who took time. It's all good over here. I'm just feeling a little bit, I think that sums it up perfectly actually, to be honest. Yeah, and I'm going to go because we're at 45 minutes and I have just spent quite a while blabbering about pretty much nothing. But thank you so much as always if you have come along and joined in, chatted in any way, watched, thumbs up, subscribed at any point, past or present. Like, you're epic. Thank you so much. I'm going to sit on my sofa in my gorgeous, gorgeous jumper and just have a bit of a chill. Yeah. Bye. Thank you as always for making me so much less of a lonely knitter.